What it do, baby? Welcome to the Tell Me How You Really Feel show. I'm your boy, Feel So Fly. My man, Global HP, is joining me.
It's your boy.
What's going on, big dog? How you feeling today?
Feeling good. My confidence was boosted. My company had a live event, 3-day event. I went today for the first. Actually, I was there all day. But some media that I've been producing, they rehearsed today. I got some kudos from all the executives. And then I heard from my director and my director's boss about how they're really excited to convert me to full time because I'm still contracted and that they're working on those conversations. So, kind of fitting that happens on our Money Moves week. Had me thinking about ways to keep my game face on and shit like that. But feeling good, man. We were talking about how one of my goals is being a little more vulnerable. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. What's up? How are you?
There you go. Yeah, feeling good, feeling great. That's what I like to hear, man. I'm happy that, they're showing, it seems like they're recognizing your contribution and they're, letting you know that from the jump instead of having you be kind of out in purgatory, not knowing this way or that way. It's good that, they're telling you how they really feel, That's very good.
Very good. I just saw some shit about Steph Curry and Jordan Poole, bro. I'm tripping. But yes, it was on Instagram. Nah, they were at the White House recently, right?
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I thought
Jordan Poole.
He was giving like the White House briefing or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Jordan Poole wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like, just, yeah.
Steph has been there before. He knows how to act.
It's a fact.
Steph was there when Obeezy was there. He's like, this is my second home over on the East Coast.
Exactly. Yep, I'm in this IG.
Yes, if you're new to the Tell Me How You Really Feel show, we are two brothers who started this podcast to kind of get something off their chest in the middle of the pandemic. We cover 4 main topics as far as mental health, finances, relationships, and that stuff to keep the bedroom spicy. So if you like this content, and you like all of our content, and you want to see more of it, make sure you're subscribed down below on YouTube at Tell Me How You Really Feel show. And also follow us on Instagram at Tell Me How You Really Feel show. Yeah. So now I have you. Yeah, I have you in the headphones. Yep, I have you in the headphones. We're on both. What it do, baby? What's up, T So Shy? I see you over there tapping in.
What's good?
We're about to have us a good show today, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. You know what I mean?
I think the main topic that I brought up is going to get a lot of people talking. So if we can invite as many people as we can to Tell Me How You Really Feel show. It's the title of our Instagram live is How Do You Deal With Your Rich Friends. We're going to talk about that on episode 80, bro. We're getting close. Episode 80, bro.
Yeah,
so
we are.
20 weeks from now puts us in what? December?
4, 8,
No.
12. December, nigga? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That's 5 months. 5 months. So that's June.
All right. We gotta get, if we're gonna do this 100 episode like in person live, like we might have to start planning that now.
Facts. Yesterday.
How do you feel about like going to like getting like get studio time? Like get some with some like couches set up, then mics in front of us, and like we make it look like a Joe Budden podcast, or like make it look like professional as fuck for the 100th episode.
I feel great. About that. Doing something in that realm. You know what I mean? Like whether it's our own shit or we go somewhere and it's a little more decked out. Like I think something like that's a great way to cap off the time and effort we put into this 100 episodes. Not the grind. Not the grind.
The work. Yeah, we put in the work. We put in the time. That's important. And Tell Me How You Really Feel show is growing. And man, like, do you remember when? Like, you remember when we first started this shit? And
barely.
As much as we think we have places to go, and there's more that we can do. Think about where we came from to what we're doing now. Streaming on 2 devices, going live with one, recording another, publishing in multiple platforms, and doing it pretty regularly as we can.
Right.
Like,
I mean, once a week, that's no small feat. Motherfuckers don't work out once a week. Like, we ain't here putting an hour in, and that's at minimum.
At minimum, an hour.
We've come a long way, dog. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good shit. Congrats.
Proud of you, brother.
Proud of you too, dog. Keep this shit up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the company has decided, are saying that they want to keep you and they want to make you full time. So, like, how is that? That was part of your goal originally. Has your goal changed at all? Now that you've like had time to be in the company, see how they operate, like, is it something that you still want to be full time, and you still want to, or do you like the contracting that you can jump in and out of this company?
Yeah, no, I'm more so. I want the structure. I want the longevity. I want the transparency is there regardless of whether I'm contract or not. But I feel like there is a sense of maybe teamwork, maybe even like, oh, I can trust this person that much more because they're full time now. The only way you would know I'm contract is if you see my badge, right? Like, it doesn't show up like on my fucking like signature in my email, you know what I mean? It doesn't show up when my name pops up in our team system. So the only way we would know if you saw my badge. But I think even for me, it gives me more of like, okay, I'm really in this bitch. Like, let's turn some things around. Let's turn this shit up and show them what I can do. Right now, I feel like I've shown them plenty, and it's like, all right, negotiation season. Like, let's get this deal done. But I feel like when the ink is signed, I'm gonna be like, you know, then I'm like, okay, we can really go these next levels. I can really dig in, bring my entire personality, the entire weight of the things I know, and up my game, you know, for myself and for the company who's now entrusting me to do something, because I don't want to fall short, period, whether it's for myself or them. So yeah, I'm still where I was. I still want that full-time position. I still like them. I still like the culture. And I'm thinking I can ride this out to retirement, man. If they can give me 7 years, 7 years, I'm trying to have my shit set up so that I don't need to work for anybody else after that amount of time. I'm saying I won't, but so that I don't have to.
6 to 7 years, and you should be able to entrepreneur the rest, you think?
Facts.
Okay.
And entrepreneur the rest, yeah, I would have to. Like, really? Yeah. So I'm thinking, like, the only thing that's going to set me up is being able to make money in the market. But even making money in the market is not guaranteed enough to where I wouldn't have to be on my entrepreneurship. So, yeah, I want to get to the point where it's just straight market money and then that real estate, you know, or whatever else falls in between.
Market money, real estate. Okay, yeah. That sounds like ideal life, bro. Hey, it is money moves week.
It is money moves week.
It's figured out how to have a 6-figure lifestyle and not work a job. Isn't that what we all want? And that's kind of what we focus on Money Moves Week. Maybe there's the big picture, like HP, and then you kind of got maybe the more near picture, the focused picture, which is how do we get these bills paid? How do we make sure that we're not stressing about it, and especially with our mental health? And how do we make sure we're still living a life and we're working to live instead of living to work? And,
oh yeah.
I know that for me, I've spent a lot more time living to work in the last year or two, but that's changing currently for me, and the come up is right here around the corner. But let me ask you this: you said it was negotiation season, so what does a negotiation for that position look like?
Basically, you are qualifying yourself with the years you've been doing in this position, the impact that you currently made, the people who you have on your side, whether good reviews have come in from whomever, and what they call OKRs, which is operational key responsibilities.
Okay. I know that as KPI, key performance indicator.
Yep. And so with that, it's kind of a future state of what you can bring, what you are stating you can bring, right? And then those four things mixed, you then go. I use a couple websites like salary.com. There's another one that's slipping my brain, but a couple websites just so that I can get a sense of what the market says my skills are worth. do my research there, and come back to them. Come to myself with the range. Okay, I think for this role, I can now get between 95 and 107, right? So then I'm coming to them like, hey, based on what I'm saying, like, if in my top tier, all right, let me get this 107. You know what I mean? And I'm only willing to settle for maybe 2 to 5 less. Or for me, like, I'm willing to settle at 95. So like, I'm gonna still come at him with the 107, even though I probably am not gonna give that 107 energy my first year. But you
gotta start high, otherwise it's only going down.
Exactly. So you got to know where your baseline is and the place where you're willing to walk. Like, I'm willing to walk if they're going to go under 87, right? I'm willing to settle at 95, but anything under that, I'm shitty. And I'm bringing you, I'm bringing you basic live event management until we talk about this further. But at the same time, I gotta. At the end of the day, feelings aside, I have a life to maintain or to accelerate. So, I gotta play that game. You know what I mean? I gotta play that game, and that's just what it comes down to in this corporate world, and even in life. Like, when it comes to making money, when it comes to, we kind of talked about this before, but like, asserting yourself and talking about the things you're capable of, you have to, like you said earlier, what was your comment? It was something about, like, be personable, but also, like, do you remember what you were saying earlier?
Just, I guess not.
Yeah.
Gotta be personable, but you gotta be,
like,
I don't know. We'll see. Don't play that.
I didn't want to talk myself out of some money. This was just a pre-show conversation. But like, you want to have conversations with people and still show that you're about the business and that you want to see everybody win, but that you're not like giving out your cards and be like, oh, like, I don't know where I would be if I wasn't here, type shit. You know what I mean? Like, they have to know that you are still in a position of leverage. We were talking about having a little leverage in these conversations. So that's a part. I'm starting to get comfortable where I'm like, yo, I know they want me. I don't think anybody's gonna like take my words and spin them, but you just never know. Like, homie, I came into work Friday, or I came into work early this week. I found out homie got walked out on Friday. No one knows why.
Security walked him out with
security
the bag.
No, didn't even let him pack. Like, just get your backpack. You're fired.
Ooh.
And it's like, he was the first dude to like kind of welcome me. First dude in IT, like I seen and like would show me the ropes and give me in all the systems.
Cool dude.
He was, and like our last all hands, he got praises for having like this many reviews and good reviews and shit. So I'm like, but you know what? It didn't come down to him. It came down to business.
Yeah.
And so we've shifted a lot of his responsibilities overseas. So now let's get some of that money back. And so we're always dispensable.
You think that's what it was?
I think that's what it was.
See, I feel like if it was a purely business decision, though, like, they would have let him pack. They probably would have gave him some severance. People would have been like, hey, thank you so much. Like, something like that usually, to me, screams like something inappropriate happened. And like, they're trying to like, you gotta go. Like, don't pass go, do not collect $200. Like, he done messed up something against policy, and they're trying to get him out of that bad boy quick.
Right.
But that could just be my own experience talking.
Right. I mean, who's to say he's not getting a severance or anything like that? But yeah, you don't want to see it happen like that. At the same time, it's corporate. You know what I mean? Who knows if he gets, how he would react? Is he going to slide a laptop or a piece of, material or software onto his home device that he can now disrupt? You know what I mean? On his own time. So it comes down to like, it's just a game, like, no hard feelings, bro, but you know what I'm saying? Caesar and Max gonna have to walk you out.
Damn.
Always play the game.
It's cold-blooded. He's saying that's cold-blooded. It is. But hey, that's how it works. Do you know how long on average it takes a company to post a fired person's job onto like Indeed or ZipRecruiter?
On average, what, like, definitely less than 5 days, but
like 48 hours.
Yeah, okay.
48 hours. Your ass gets fired, you will see. Like, I remember I saw it. I saw it happen to me. I got fired on a Friday, and I saw my job on Indeed in my like jobs that might align with your experience.
Yeah.
Yes, motherfucker, because I did this job last week. Of course, it doesn't align with my experience. Like, that was my life experience, and I saw my salary. Tell me why they were offering $15K more than they were paying me. Yes, nigga, $15K more than they were paying me.
Damn, son.
And I was like, shit, I should reapply, get a raise.
Damn, son. That's wild. Nah, I've seen that happen a little bit too. Like just jobs I applied for, go through the process. Oh no, we went a different direction. Yeah, that direction was nobody. I look back later, that same job popping up like, thinking shit was good and shit.
Or they picked up some dude that really didn't want it or didn't want it for that money. Took it because he needed something right now and it was right back out.
Right.
See, you could have just hired your boy and not had this problem. But I wanted to play stupid. And you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's one of my favorite things to say.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, you play stupid games, you play stupid prizes. Oh yeah. Whenever somebody's just doing the most, or when somebody is like just giving you the runaround, or they're making things more difficult than they have to be.
Yeah.
It's malicious compliance. It's weaponized incompetence. Same sort of thing. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. For example, right? I remember I was working at a restaurant where at the end of your shift, they gave you cash in hand. So because of that, they wanted you to do all the work, like all the, rolling the silverware, all the cleaning the tables, they want to sweep, they want you to mop. There's a long list of side work that you need to do before you can go up there and get your money. To the point where if you didn't have all that stuff done, they didn't even want you to come upstairs. Like, don't even come up here trying to get your money. Stay down there as long as it takes, right?
Stay down there.
So I was like, okay, bet. I remember I came up there one day, I thought I had everything done, and the shift manager came down and was pointing at, oh, your sugar calories don't have enough sugar in them. There's 8 sugar packets in this one, and there's 6 in this one, and there's supposed to be 10. And I was like, okay. I hadn't had a great day that day, and I'd been working for the last hour and a half to make sure everything was perfect. And they wanted to play about the sugar. Okay. So it takes me, I wait for about over an hour to get these damn sugar packets because I know that until I turn in my slips and my money, they can't do the count for the entire house for the day. And the manager can't leave until that's done. And there's a 30-minute delay in the system from when I turn my shit in to when it'll populate for the entire restaurant. I know that. So, all right, you don't want me to hurry up and give it to you so I can leave? Yeah. Neither one of us is going to leave. And so I waited until instead of coming up there, they came to find me. They're like, hey, are you done yet? I was like, no, I haven't been able to find them. I'll be done in just a second. And I waited. So we closed this restaurant at 11 o'clock. Tell me why it was almost 1:40. It was about 1:45 when we finally got to leave. And they said, I was like, I just can't find the sugar packets. I don't know where they are. And he's like, dude, fuck it. Just give me the thing. And I left at 1:45. And that motherfucker was there till at least 2:15. Because it didn't populate. When you could have just gave me my fucking money and not fucking worried about these fucking sugar packets. So he played a stupid game and he won a stupid prize.
All right, prime example. There it is.
Prime example.
Man, don't play with Phil, y'all. Don't play
with me. Don't play with my money. It's a Money Moves week. Episode 80 of the Tell Me How You Really Feel show. Yeah. And if everybody's different when it comes to their money. Like some people, I know some friends that will not loan their friends money because they've had problems with it in the past, or they don't believe that you think that makes things complicated. Like, where do you fall on loaning friends money? How do you feel about it?
If I got it, you got it. Until there's been too many times where I've asked for it, then it's like, okay, we're just thinking it's a piggy bank or some shit, right? We're thinking like, oh, we don't have to figure our shit out. But yeah, on that field, I stand like, if I got it, you got it. You know what I mean? Especially if I am knowing you have a way to get it back. Like, I will, with no hesitation, make some shit out if it doesn't put me in a bind.
So the criteria is you gotta know that they have an income, and they have to have you have to have a close bond. That's really the only two criteria. They gotta have an income, and y'all gotta have a bond.
We gotta be on that level. You gotta have income, and I gotta believe it's coming back. And you can't have asked me fucking 20 times before
and not paid.
You can have paid every single time, but like at a certain point in time, like you shouldn't be asking nobody for nothing.
Okay.
And it's like, if I get that feeling that you just like come this way just because if you don't want to figure some shit out, like I ain't got it.
You feel like you're maybe enabling that person. So you like,
right.
Let me chill. Okay.
Right.
So you said if I have to ask for it multiple times, though, for me, I would say it's similar. Because you can kind of tell like who you can loan money to and who you can't loan money to. Like, it's very kind of obvious which one of your friends you could trust with. And I think it definitely starts small, right? Like, I'll loan you $20. Like, oh yeah, I'll cover the 20 this time. You know, I'll just put it all together, and then you can give me next time. And next time roll around, you okay? I take a note of that. Or it's like, you know, oh yeah, I got you on this real quick. It's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this for you. Especially if you tell me you're gonna pay me back at a certain time and don't unprompted, then it's just like, bro, you could have just said nothing and we could have been fine. But now you lying to me. And you have to lie to me. You could just be like, look, bro, it is tough right now. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to pay you back.
Bullshit.
Tell me that. I'd much rather hear that, and then I ain't got to worry about it for a while. Then, yeah, bro, I'm going to get you next week. Don't you even worry about it. And it's like, bro, you just told me this whole sob story about how you down bad in the hole. Like, how do you think you really going to pay me back next week? Like, your account is negative 1,000, and I know you only get paid $500 a week. So the math ain't mathing. Like, what are you talking about? I think that just comes to, like, people got to be realistic with themselves.
Facts.
And that's harder to do. That's hard to do for some people than others. Yeah, I got a loan to a friend of mine right now. I need to pay off. And my next check is finally when I'm gonna be able to give him some of that money back. That make me feel good. I borrowed that money back in fucking December. And it's taken me a while, and he's been real gracious. He hadn't asked me for it. He ain't bugged me about it. But I kind of feel weird, like, even talking to him, because, like, I don't want to be like, oh,
you want to talk about that money.
Yeah. Like, oh, hey, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's cool, haha, but where's my money at, though? Or, like, I talk to him, and he doesn't bring it up. And then he's in the back of his mind thinking like, don't this nigga owe me money? Like, he didn't say nothing about that. And that might even be real. Like, he might still be like, cool, because, you know, he didn't lend me something that he needed back immediately. That's the rule number one to loaning money to your friend. Never loan shit that you need back immediately. Never.
That's just cause problem. But I like what you're saying about, like, you could have brought it up and just mentioned it, like, just reference it. But, like, that's how I am. Like, if you owe me some shit, like, when I talk to you, like, maybe if it's been like over the time in which I thought I would get it back, like, every time we talk, I'd like to know what's up.
But how do you know that? Like, yeah, I'm so happy to see you, bro. It's such a good time. Yeah, so like, when do you think I'm gonna get that $5 back?
Well, not even like when am I gonna get it back, but just like, just touch base on that. Are you
like,
working on it?
Yeah,
I mean, maybe I'm petty. I don't know. But I'm saying, like, after it's been a certain amount of time, like, I need to know your plans for giving me this shit back. But maybe not your plans, my fault. I'm saying just reference it, like, yo, I still got you, like, whatever, like, put something on my chest.
You want to know that, like, it's not been forgotten. Because you ain't forgot, so you're hoping that I ain't forgot. That's basically what you say.
Essentially, way to cap that, yes. What did T say? What did they say in the chat? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. T said, if I got you, I got you. My money come with my mouth though. I'm gonna try and find out how I'm gonna get my stuff back.
The money come with my mouth. Right.
I'm gonna try to find out how to get you back together. Oh, okay. So he gonna start coaching you. Like he gonna loan you some money, but that money gonna come with a lecture.
Right.
It's gonna come with a financial literacy lecture. Like, hey, I'll loan you this $500. But like really, you gotta start looking at investing, man. Like your budgeting is all off. Your expenditures are way high. See?
Hey, motherfuckers need that type of loan.
The question of the week is, how do you deal with your rich friends? Okay, we're gonna add some more people on IG. I know your people waiting on Instagram or that are watching on YouTube. Don't worry. We'll be back and you'll be able to watch too next week on Tell Me How You Really Feel show Wednesday. Right now we're getting into the topic of the week: is how do you deal with your rich friends? All right. So I'm gonna pose this scenario to you. You let me know what you would do. Okay. Say that you and your friends are going to brunch, and at your brunch, y'all start ordering lots of appetizers and sharing those, and then you start to get mimosa towers or bottles of champagne, so you have lots of mimosas. And of course, you and your friends are not no ratchet bitches, so y'all are going to a nice place, like lots of flowers, natural light. It's real vibey. There's a DJ, and y'all had to wait an hour for this table, so all y'all are going all out. Well, as you're winding down, maybe a friend or two leaves. And now there's, say, 5 of you there. And the bill comes out, and y'all have spent around $1,500. Your friend that makes the most money just tells the waitress, well, why don't we just split it 5 ways? What do you do? That's the question of the day. That's the scenario of the week. What do you do?
Shit. Oh, your boy? I'm gonna try to pay it.
You're gonna try to pay it, okay?
I'm gonna try to pay it. Like, unless it's about to take me under, and we've had no prior conversation, I'm gonna try to eat that. That's what I'm gonna do in that moment.
You're gonna try to eat it. Mercedes is saying, I'm the friend that left. No. She's like, yeah, that was me. I was the one that left. I saw that shit coming. They definitely checked. Let's say that you're not the friend that left. What do you do?
Well, what you doing?
So you're gonna try to pay it, even if it's gonna kind of like, what if? All right, so you said it's 5 of y'all, it's $1,500, so it's $300 a piece, right? My surfer brain gotta ask, how do you tip?
I'm 20. I'm tipping whatever else. 20. I'm not. If service was immaculate, I'm tipping 20. Anything less than that, we're going down.
All right. What's up, Kevin? What up, Courtney Reed? Question of the day. We just kind of pose this conversation. You're in this scenario. You go out to a nice brunch with your friends. The bill comes up to about
Camille, what it do? Welcome.
Comes out to about $1,500, and they say, let's just split it all 5 ways. Right? What do you do? How do you react to that? And you know that one of your friends, let's say one of your friends makes about $500,000. Say that you know that for a fact. But they're like, oh yeah, let's split it all 5 ways. So
I'm keeping the same.
Said you gonna pay your part.
If it don't take me to less than 0 and I don't have a fee later, I'm paying my part. I'm gonna do that because we haven't talked about it prior. We haven't talked about how are we splitting budgets if we go anywhere. We just know it's the homies going out and we got a bill. I mean, the natural assumption is to split it. You know what I mean? But if I didn't order the shit or I didn't okay the ordering of the shit, that might cause a little something else there.
Okay, let's make that part of the scenario. Part of the scenario is you never ordered a bottle. Or like it was mostly 2 of your friends out of your group did most of the, hey man, can we have another of these? Hey man, can we have another of these? You had 2 people that were doing most of the talking and most of the ordering. But all of you did participate in eating and drinking.
Right. I'm paying for what I ate, what I asked for.
Oh, you one of those niggas. I only ate this and this, so I'm only paying for this part. That's you, huh?
That's me. That's me. If we don't,
like that, yeah.
If we don't have that conversation, that's what I'm doing. Like, there's no way you about to order all this shit, not get my okay, and then expect me to split it with you. There's no way. Kind of shit.
So let's see. The people are saying on IG, to be clear, it's like we need to be clear on who got the tab before we start falling out. Like, I got it if I know, unless I know I don't. Right? So, talking about maybe you get the scouting report, right? Maybe you're the people that look at the menu online beforehand and are like, I don't even know if I want to go ahead and come
here. Yeah.
Mercedes said, I'm paying and tipping, and then Cash App requesting both my friends that left for $150. So she gonna try to make it all back for her friends that left. She's been net zero going to this mug. All she left is the tip.
I feel that. Strategy, though, is what it comes down to. Why is it the expectation for the paid friend to just accommodate the homies turn up? Because you're paid, nigga. Especially if you don't fucking like 2 G's is nothing to you, but it's 2 weeks of work for me. Like, come on. We just have to have that understanding. I mean, I would want homies like that. Like I don't think there needs to be the expectation. But you know, like,
it sounds like it kind of is though. Cause like, let's call a spade, right? If I know that I make 5 times more money than my friend. I know that for a fact. I make 5 times more money than my friend.
Yeah.
And I invite them to go do some expensive shit.
Right.
I've been broke before. I understand what that feels like. And the fact that they even showed up to this shit, they had to be fucking brave. Because they knew that they might spend some money that's theirs, and they can only stretch that shit so far. So the fact that I'm here now, and I have it, like, I would want to help those people, and I would want to pay that tab for them so all my homies can experience the finer things. Now, I can't afford to do that every single night, because then I'll be broke just like y'all. But if there's a chance that I invited y'all out to this dope spot, that's this expensive spot, then I'm gonna help, not facilitate. I'm going to sponsor most of this event. I feel like that's the right thing to do.
You said if you invite them.
Yeah, like if I invited you to a fancy, expensive place because I have fancy, expensive taste because I make money now, then I'm gonna sponsor that event. But then again, I'm gonna tell those people that up front because otherwise they might be too afraid to even show up.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's where it is. Up front, we're knowing because like we're knowing.
So it sounds like rule number 1 is make sure that you talk about it up front. Got to.
And rule number 2, Mercedes, get less broke friends, respectfully.
Damn. I mean, that's true. I have heard that before.
There's a lot of truth there, for sure.
Your income will be the average of your 5 closest friends. Have you heard that idiom?
Amen.
Your income, most of the time, the people you hang around the most, the 5 people you're closest to or hang around the most, your income will be the average of all 5 of them.
I don't know if that's just true. I could see how it could be, but like, that's just fucked up. It is.
It makes sense though. Like your low income friends probably have low income habits, and your high income friends probably have high income habits.
But some people aren't ever around anybody high income. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like the idiom really. It's very limiting. You know what I mean? Because like, you can have some good ass people around you who deserve to be your friends, but based on some like wealth achieving shtick, you know, you're saying you might leave that behind or shit on that because it's not this. Kind of like what Matthew asked the other day, like, are we like giving too much praise to the people who can, you know, make a buck in a millisecond, or the janitor who have nothing but life experience and good karma? You know what I mean? Who do we respect more? But I don't disagree with that that I get where it's coming from. I like how it sounds, right? And it kind of it elevates me to try to elevate the people that I'm around, but it's also kind of an alienating statement, you know.
I think it's only alienating is if they get left behind, right? Because like you said, when you're growing, you want to help the ones around you grow. So in that case, sure, they might be low income now, but as you grow your income like you plan on doing, and they're around you all the time, they're going to grow theirs too, which doesn't disprove it, but actually confirms what the thing is. Because your income is growing, you're one of their 5, and their income starts growing.
Yeah, but what if you're animosity because their income is still there? You know what I mean? You want 4 people with incomes higher than yours so that your shit can go.
Yeah. But how often or how likely are they to want to bring, you the Broke Bob of the crew now?
I'll be Broke Bob at 120 or 160. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'll
Broke
be
Bob don't mind being Broke Bob. It's Big Money Larry that cares.
Yeah, it's them who are joking about it for some reason. Like that's even kind of fucked up. But that's a funny story though.
Right. If you're not understanding what we're talking about Broke Bob, we'll have to post that in our story a little bit later. I came across this TikTok where a dude basically kept a spreadsheet of all his friends and their incomes and their availability for travel, so that they could, coordinate like luxury vacations with some of their friends that make a lot of money versus some of their friends that make less than a lot of money. Like his number one friend, his top earning friend made $5 million a year, while his lowest earning friend made $125K. And they affectionately called him Broke Bob. Which is 125. I took my 122 is what's on my board. I'm Broke Bob and his crew.
Yeah, you Broke Bob.
I'm Broke Bob and his crew. But hey, I'll be Broke Bob at 125. 125.
Facts. Yo, T-Shot Shot said, what if the homie ain't trying to get the bag like the homie? If he's putting you on or willing to invest into your projects, you level up. But you can't not want to work and pull up to the turn up every time. What? Decipher what this nigga just said.
I think, what's up, Matthew Robinson? What up, Jair? I think what he's saying is,
niece.
Like, what if that person is not trying to really be a part of the hustle?
Right.
But they just want to be like a silent partner?
Nah, I think he's saying what they don't want to hustle, but they want to pull up to everything.
I mean, Merch said it. Dead weight.
Dead weight.
And that's unfortunate. Because it's like, you do have some of those people that like, they party friends. And it depends on like how much they're contributing. Like, do they have their own hustle? And that's why they're not a part of yours? And like they're 10 toes down in their hustle? And that's why they're never involved in yours? In that case, I don't think it makes you dead weight. It's just we not partners in this thing. What up, Carlos? We're not partners in this thing. But if you're just like, you're the low income friend, you're not growing your income or trying to, find new revenue streams or just trying to figure out how to make yourself, look, smell, feel better, then you're dragging down the bottom of the crew. Like, there's a top of the crew and there's a bottom of the crew in the 5. And if you're stagnant and the whole crew is going, you do end up literally being dead weight, weighing the crew down. Or weighing you're taking down our average. It's like if the average is going to be for all 5 of us, like, you get rid of that low bot, you can get rid of the low number, the average all of a sudden jumps way up.
Automatic. And it's like a lot of people,
that separation.
A lot of people hustle and grind, like doing something 7 days a week, but still aren't getting ahead, you know what I mean? And want to be like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, I'm putting this time in, like I'm clocking in, blah, 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 blah. But like, there's so much more to it than just physical, able-bodied person checking in, clocking in, and getting that, that check, that $1,200 every other week or whatever. And it's just like, that part is sometimes misconstrued by the individual, because you think you're doing all you can, and you think that little effort should still be seen by the big homie like you're working, and then you should just get paid for it, right? You should just be able to come and turn up on somebody else's dime because you go do something 7 days a week. And we got to think about it differently than that. You got to think about it as not just the physical labor, but the mental labor of taking yourself from this situation to the next one. How is this leveling you up for the next situation? But T made a good point about dealing with your rich friends. Like, the expectation to pay for the turn up just because you have it for the least paid homie, that doesn't work out well.
He said me being paid should not be the expectation to pay for their turn up because I have it when the less paid homie ain't trying to get to the opportunity you present
on their own
or their own.
Yeah.
So that first part, I don't know if I agree with. It's like you presented them an opportunity to maybe make some money, right? They didn't want to participate. And now you're like, it seems like you're holding them like that against them. It's like, well, you didn't want to participate in the thing that I offered you, so I'm not going to help you. Where it's like, that just might not have been their thing.
Okay, heard what you're saying, but I feel like it's just like, you present an opportunity, they didn't want to do it, and then they're not trying to pursue anything else. That's what it sounds like, or their own opportunity.
Right, but
if that's the case,
I don't know. I just know I've been that dude where it's like, yeah, I hear an opportunity, but like I don't think that's me.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, so what is you? And the honest answer was, I don't know. And so, does that mean I don't deserve to have fun with the crew? Because I just can't. I haven't figured out what it is that I'm passionate about. That like, what I need, what move I need to make. I'm kind of in this holding pattern or this learning pattern, or the wheels are turning, but I'm not really going anywhere because I'm still learning or I'm still deciphering what I'm passionate about. Does that mean I don't deserve to have fun with the crew anymore?
No. If you are still trying to get to it in other ways. If you have just accepted that you don't know and like you're not curious, then yeah, you don't know. You no longer get to turn up with the crew.
Okay. You gotta stay curious, is what you're saying. Gotta stay curious.
Facts. Carlos George said he got somebody trying to get 3 racks up off him right now.
So get him up on for what?
It's to borrow.
Oh, trying to borrow 3 racks.
Yeah, I got a friend trying to borrow 3 racks. We were talking about that earlier. Like, there's criteria.
There's criteria.
Borrowing money.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so do you loan money to your friends? We were talking about, and the thing is, yes, I'll loan money to my friends in a second. If they haven't borrowed money from me over 15 to 20 times before.
15 to 20.
If I know, that's a lot of leeway. if they are gainfully employed, and then third is if I feel that basically they're worthy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like all my friends are worthy, but like it ties to number one. If you come to me too many times, then I'm starting to lean on like, am I just a crutch? You know what I mean? Is this just a crutch thing for you, or do you really need it type shit? So there's criteria. I'm curious why Carlos George is saying if he's gonna let him borrow or not. 3K. There's also money too. Like, it's got to be some shit I don't need tomorrow or like within the next like month or 2.
Right.
I think that's really number 3. Like, I can't,
especially with 3K, like, and I have to have just like a good amount of money myself. If I'm gonna lend you 3K, like, nigga, I don't have 3K to lend myself. Like,
right.
Right. I would love to lend myself 3K right now, but I can't do that. But at least, if you're one of his friends that he thinks you're in the position to lend him 3K, that's like interesting. It's like, I may have a friend that I know that I think could lend me 3K. I don't know if I feel comfortable asking for that much money. On like a, hey, let me borrow this and I'll give it back to you later.
For some, it ain't much. For some, that's like $5 or just $5. You know what I'm saying? For some, that's like $100.
It won't be. It may not be bucks to the borrowee or to the borrower. Or to the borrowee, yeah, but to the borrower, obviously, it's a lot of money because you ain't fucking got it.
But a lot of people, if you're asking for that much, it's probably something you come across often.
Okay, like you're comfortable, like it's just $3,000. I don't have a net.
No, nigga, that's a lot of money, nigga. No,
that's what I'm saying.
So I'm just saying though, like, I feel like motherfuckers who got it, like, they'll hit the homie. Oh, let me get 10 G's real quick. Like, it's coming back with the next. Like, some people who just like are filing through it, like, it's nothing to ask for a little bit larger sum. But to me, no. Like, I think the most is probably like $500. Like, I'd be like, all right, this is like the max I could ask a motherfucker for $500. Mercedes said, "You're a direct reflection of your friends. Broke Rob has 125, not 50. The 50K friend isn't part of the crew anymore. Probably for a reason." Big facts. Broke Bob. That's why it's okay to call Broke Bob 125.
You get left behind sometimes. And you're saying like that's fucked up. Like you can't just leave him behind because that's the homie. But like if the whole crew used to be.
Who said that's fucked up?
You're like, I don't know if I agree with that, you gotta have these 5 people, because what if you got this friend that, is trying to, they're just not getting the result.
Oh, okay. I kind of said that. I'm fine with leaving the motherfucker behind who's not trying to get it. But if I do feel that there's inkling of they're working towards some shit, then and they're just good people, like your friend, like, that's what I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, just because it's a money thing, like, I can't leave it at just the money mark. It's the mental mark. It's the curiosity mark. Yeah.
I feel that.
Matthew Robinson said, "I'm trying to catch up. Are we only dealing with our friends if they in the same income bracket, or only leave them behind when it comes to the turn up?" I guess
we're talking about the turn up, right? So if you miss this scenario, the scenario was you and your friends go to this really nice brunch. Bill comes, there's 5 of you, bill ends up being, $1,500.
And you didn't order any of the shit. It was the other motherfuckers.
You did not order a bunch of stuff. Like most of the stuff that got ordered from the table, that stuff did not come out of your mouth. We didn't ask for that.
You didn't give it the nod either.
But you drank some, you ate some. I don't think
you did do that.
You probably didn't eat or drink $300 worth of stuff. Let's say that you did not eat $300 worth of stuff, and yet your portion will come out to $300. And your rich friend that makes say $500K says, "Yeah, let's just split it 5 ways." What do you do? That was the question that was posed to the rest of us.
Skate.
No,
so I said I would pay it. If I had 301, like, I'm gonna pay it. Like, I have this, like, keeping up with the Joneses, like, slight mentality that I've been kicking my whole life because I came around rich people and, like, I've seen nice things. It'd be nice to have it, and sometimes you want to feel like you have it, you don't have it, and then, like, there's like a little pride there. It's like, oh, I got $300, man. Fuck it. Like,
dangerous game.
$1. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I'm paying that shit, especially if there's been no conversation beforehand about who should do what. But now that we added we didn't okay it. Since we added that portion, then no, I'm not paying that shit. I'm paying what I think I'm paying my weight, and my weight isn't paying for the table. Especially if we didn't split everything equally. These days, that's different for me. But in that scenario, if we didn't split it equally, I didn't okay it. I'm not paying it.
No, you're not splitting it 5 ways evenly. No.
Oh, hey, Tito Shot said, "Right, Hank. I don't know what the fuck I was right about, but appreciate you, my brother." Jay Black 822. What's goody?
Let's see, what else did I miss in this chat? Jay Black 822. Then that's do you think you should be the financer at every turn up? Or when you think you should be at every turn up when you don't earn it? I'd be a bad friend for enabling you to turn up and be done.
Facts.
No, not facts.
What?
If I'm broke, I'm depressed, bro. I need this turn up. It's the only thing
that's
in my life.
That's the problem.
No,
every turn up. So say we go out twice a month. You trying to be there every other week for 6 months? Like, you're not gonna miss 1 week because you're depressed.
Nigga, that's the only thing I'm looking forward to every other week.
Nah, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Like,
can't fuck with you.
That's part, like, that seems like it's so toxic though. Like, oh, I didn't work hard enough, so I didn't change my life and completely turn my situation around, so I don't deserve to go have fun with my friends. So I'm just gonna stay home and still be miserable, just not with my friends. Because I'm gonna be broke whether I go out with y'all or I don't go out with y'all regardless. I'm still gonna be broke. I'm still gonna be miserable. I'm still gonna be in my situation. It's just I'm either gonna be alone or I'm gonna be around people that love me, that'll make me feel good. Because being around those people might one day make it click. Like, damn, like, look at the life that my friends have. Look at the life that my friends can afford. Like, how do I get that? If I'm just sitting at home in my own misery, in my own, like, brokenness all the time by myself, what's going to motivate me to do anything about it? You got to see better.
You, nigga.
Want better. No, nigga, it's clearly
turn
not
on a movie. You know what I'm saying? Download a book. Like, look up some inspirational shit. Like, drinking and forgetting about your shit is not going to make you want to do better. Now, I can see, having some fun, right? But every turn up, nah, bro. You going to be at, like, every other turn up.
Let's see, what are y'all thinking? Tell me about it. Let's talk in the chat if you agree with HP. And then throw some fires in the chat if you agree with me. Let's see. You can put both of them in there, hearts or fires.
So Mercedes kind of agree with you. Said, nah, your friends will lift you up. But if you're 5 years later, your wheel's still turning, I'm not enabling you.
Okay, yeah. So there's like comes a point where
she said, I'm not letting someone borrow $3.
Yes, the Mercedes cold. She not giving up shit.
I don't feel comfortable turning up when I'm tight. I definitely ain't comfortable facilitating off the turn ups.
Okay, it sounds like the people agree with you, my boys.
What up, Stephanie Pavlionis? Matthew said, I say don't lend out anything you ain't cool with never getting back. That's a good one.
That's a good base rule. Don't lend out anything you're not okay with never getting back.
That's a gem. That's how I treat investing. I don't put money in the market that I don't think has a chance of never seeing it.
That's my rule for strip clubs and casinos. Like, I'm not bringing it in there unless I'm cool with throwing all of it away.
That's how I am when I take cash out. Like, if I take cash out, it's not going back in that bank.
It's not going back in the account. Like, this money is spent. As soon as it comes out of that kid, as soon as that paper hits my hands, that money is spent. It is
money in my hand. Ever since I can remember. Matthew said, not saying that you don't hold people accountable, but never put yourself in a position where you at a loss to help someone else. He said, no.
No, yeah, when I was saying, yeah.
Sorry, fam, we ain't turning up nothing.
BJ's is saying, if you're at home, though, you're going to be saving money. We're going to sit down, we're going to make a plan. And if you ain't in on that, we're going to sit down and make a plan. And if you ain't in that, you can come sometime or on your dime, not mine. Invite them to your crib, save the money.
Right.
We'll come to you and chill, bro.
Right. That's what. Yep. Yeah. You're gonna have to supplement that time with your friends with something else that's not the turn up.
Point. He says, He's like, I ain't met a single rich person in the club anyway.
Really?
I feel like you probably have.
I feel like I met got numbers connected with outside. Maybe once or twice.
But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe the point she's making is like, I don't see rich people in the club buying bottle service every week. Because it's like, yeah, duh. Like, you don't stay rich by throwing all your fucking money away. That's not how that works. Rich people know that. Why the fuck would I pay $500 per champagne bottle when I can go to Big Red Liquors and get it for $80? Like, it just fiscally doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
In Indianapolis? Nah. That's the point I'm making. Okay. Yeah, I mean, shit, rich in Indianapolis is different from rich in Costa Mesa. It's different than rich in Dallas, Texas. I got oil billionaires that run a neighborhood around the corner from me, and that money is as old as fucking America. You know what I'm saying? That's like Henry Ford, Carnegie, Rockefeller rich, which is a whole nother level.
Yeah, that nigga's not in the club.
That's what I'm saying. You need to make one of them niggas part of your five. You get one of those. You get somebody with one of those names in your five, bro. Your chances start to look spectacular.
I'm gonna take it further. Your income is gonna be the average of the people in your contacts.
My contacts?
Yeah.
That's too many people to calculate. Because I haven't dumped my contacts in years. So I have.
Sounds like a problem.
What? No. What's up,
Hey,
Zoe? How you doing?
you ain't have to agree. I'm just saying.
Up?
That's my new take. They want to say, "Oh, your income's gonna be the average of your 5 closest friends." No, it's gonna be the average of every single contact you do.
Maybe not every contact. Maybe like your favorite. You know, your favorites maybe. Like my favorites, they're not doing so bad. You know, it's mom and dad. They on a fixed income, but the fixed income ain't that. You know, it ain't that bad. You got some working homies that are doing a little bit better than me. You got some other homies that are right about at my level. And I got another homie that's in college, but will soon be above me as well.
Mm-hmm. Favorite? That's not bad. I'm going with the extra joint. You know.
Hey, why you so loud? Mercedes about to get blocked in this hoe. For real. She said, "Filling my contacts, bringing my average down." Relax. Yeah, all right. And this has been Tell Me How You Really Feel show, episode 80. We're gonna go ahead and I'm playing. We're right here at 9:12 though. Let's see, this is Money Moves Week, episode 80. What do y'all think about? Go ahead.
I was gonna ask them how much do they think an iPhone costs? How much does one iPhone cost to produce? That's just the question in the chat, man. Y'all can answer that at your leisure. Talk about that if anybody actually answers it. What were you gonna say, bro?
Bro, I was just give him another little nugget about the show Money Moves Week. I was gonna ask him about episode 100. Episode 100, we're thinking about doing something big, maybe get some studio time, something like that. What do you think episode 100 should look like? And for all the people that are tapping in with us on IG, make sure you're following us on, or subscribe to our YouTube as well, over at Tell Me How You Really Feel show. It's going to have all the recordings from the show, putting the clips, and our full 1 hour show is going to be on YouTube as well. An iPhone, bro, can't cost more than $100. Can't.
You know, that's crazy because I mean, you would think that 100, maybe two, maybe. It said the iPhone 14 costs $500 to make.
You believe that?
I don't really.
If it does, there's like one really expensive piece in it, and then the rest is like that. It's like they say there's a chip shortage, right? So whoever makes them chips is taxed at like $300, $375 for the chip, and the rest of it is just glass and fucking metal.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's just because the resale value on those is outrageous. So like, they already make double what if it's 500, they're making double what it is on that first sale. So boom, they've already cleared themselves, and they sell it again once they get it back.
Like $1,500 now.
Bro, that's wild.
That's 3x.
That's wild. Oh, I just thought that was kind of crazy. You were talking about the resale of like, when you get that glitch on your phone and the new one's about to come out or a new software's about to break.
Like the leftmost quarter inch of my cell phone screen, like down by my keyboard, isn't working. Like I noticed my left shift wasn't working, and like when I pressed A, like I kept misspelling words, and I felt like, damn, I stopped drinking because I thought like, damn, you drunk ass, you texting everybody wrong. No, my screen just wasn't working. I had to like move my keyboard over. I found a hack to like switch it to the right hand only keyboard and move the characters over. But like going back in like different pages, hitting that top left arrow is getting harder and harder. Like it's hard to switch between my Instagram pages because I can't click like out of it. I have to go to my messages, click, and it's complicated. I'm having to work extra hard for this shit.
Work
and
around.
I don't like it. But that's how I knew that there was a new fucking iPhone. Because my shit started fucking up.
That's just crazy. I'm actually seeing another thing that says it's $190. Make an iPhone.
$190?
Yeah. I've seen $190 to $500. That's crazy. They resell for fucking $600. But yeah.
So the resale still 3x.
Right.
Not the resale is 3x. Fuck.
Yeah, Investopedia says the iPhone 14 costs $500 to make. I don't believe it. That's cap. Maybe in America.
He said if you want out there turning up, you can afford to buy a new phone. Hey. No. You were feeling real sassy tonight. Apparently, I was throwing this hypothetical situation at people, and they just coming in my fucking neck.
Hey, you the one. You the one. You got the clout. You the one to talk about.
I'm trying to have fun with the guys. You feel me? Like, I need my people. I'm a social creature. So like, if I don't get to spend time with my people, what is it for? Like, I can make all the money in the world, but if I'm lonely, what is it for? And I think I've been, in my experience, right? Why people like college so much, bro? Everybody's broke in fucking college, but you have so much camaraderie, and you have so many events and turn-ups with your friends that it doesn't fucking matter that everybody's broke. We're all having a good time, lifting each other up, networking, and some of those same people are going to help me get to the bag now because we networked during that time. But without that, that connection and that time and that turn up that I was doing every weekend, I wouldn't know all these people, and I wouldn't have the social leverage that I do today.
And that's your monologue from Feel So Fly.
You feel me? Oh man,
I feel you. You know what I mean? And it works out. It works out that way in college. Post college, life takes a turn. We got to network and get to that next level a little differently.
I'm telling you.
I agree. That moment of just turning up, feeling like you're no different, even though motherfuckers in college is paid as fuck too, using fucking that invested money that's been dividend out to them for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
There's a feeling about it where you feel a little bit close. You feel like everybody's more one the same because you're in this environment of like college. You all go here,
right? And I'm not saying turn up blindly and be like the drunkest person at the party. Like, I've done that. That doesn't help anything. Trust me. But if you turn it up with a purpose,
strategically,
turn it up with a purpose. Like, my LinkedIn game is strong. You feel me?
Oh.
I've got more followers on LinkedIn than I do on Instagram. Like, you gotta keep that network, and once you do that, it's gonna help you to bigger and better things. Because as you know, it's not always what you know; it is who you know. Like, I work this job at Topgolf right now, and I get people that are platinum members, people that pay a like $300 monthly membership. I talk to them about what they do, right? Because they pay Topgolf $300 a month to be at the driving range. I want to know why. I want to know, like, oh, so this ain't shit to you. What do you do? Right? Like, let me talk to you about it. I've met people that are dentists. I've met people that are software engineers. I've met people that work for Topgolf's national corporate office. Each one of these people, before I give them their check, I ask them if we can connect on LinkedIn. And I've connected with every one of these people on LinkedIn and have had another conversation with them and followed up to ask them more questions about it. So when they come back, what are they looking for? Me. When they have an opportunity, maybe, who are they looking for? Me. Right?
Great strategy.
Sure. At the same time, I was turning up. I was bringing them beers. I was saying, telling them jokes and, saying they were shot o'clock and they should have some fun with their friends if they brought friends. But most of these people come by themselves. Or with one other person. Yeah. So, as I'm saying, there's a reason that there's a way that you can turn up and make it worthwhile for you and for your wallet.
Cheers to that. What do people say? Anything?
Oh, now they clapping. Now they clapping. Now they saying nice. So they're saying, okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, bro. Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
Go crush it, brother.
Now they with me. Solid point. Well, I'm happy that I was able to, shoot myself some bail, and we had a productive conversation here tonight. I appreciate everybody that stopped in and talked to us on IG. Make sure that you can catch the full playback of this episode. If you missed anything before you came in, it'll be on YouTube at Tell Me How You Really Feel Show. Up until next week at 9 Eastern. Yeah, it'll be up tonight. Up until next week on 9 Eastern, 8 Central. This is the Tell Me How You Really Feel show. I'm your boy, Feel So Fly.
It's your boy, Global HP, your neighborhood hope dealer. Go out and touch somebody, do something that makes somebody else feel special. And keep getting to whatever bag you get into. Wish y'all luck. I'm praying for y'all. Praying for the year of 2023. It's going to be a good one for your boy. Best year yet. Just ask DJs.
Yes, sir.
And we can't say nothing but thank you. And keep on coming back. And go follow. Tell Me How You Really Feel show on YouTube. Subscribe now.
Tell a friend and tell a friend.
Amen.
Peace.
Peace.